Okay.
Bismillah. Okay, so today we will study connecting Hamza, or in Arabic it is called Hamzatul Wasl. Okay,
Okay.
what's it called? Hamzatul Wasl.
Hamza was connected Hamza.
Yes, perfect. Okay, we studied before this alif, before it letter has fatha, it is called alif mid, and this is alif hamza. If we put fatha or dhamma, we put hamza on the top, and this one alif hamza, but in the bottom because we put kasra. Okay. This one it is alif, but it carries a small head sod on the top, this shape of sod. So we just put this one. Okay. Small head sod on the top of alif. So this one, it is called Hamzatul Wasl. Okay, let's see we will pronounce it or no. And if we pronounce that, how should we pronounce? Okay, at first you should know that Hamzatul Wasl, sometimes we pronounce it, sometimes no. Look, this alif, all the times we pronounce it. It came in the beginning, in the end, in the middle, we pronounce it all the times, yes? But Hamzatul Wasl is different. Sometimes we pronounce it, sometimes we don't pronounce it. Okay, how we know? For example, in this word, this is Hamzatul Wasl, and it came in the beginning of the word. So in this case, we will pronounce it. Okay, so why here we will pronounce Hamzatul Wasl? Because it is in the beginning of the word, so I will pronounce it. I will tell you later how should we pronounce it, but just remember that here we will pronounce it because it came in the beginning. Okay, but for example here, let's write. Okay, so here we have Hamzatul Wasl or no in this example?
Um, we have.
We have, yes, this one.
Yeah.
Hamzatul Wasl. Perfect. It came in the beginning?
No, it became like in the middle.
Yes, so it didn't come in the beginning. So in this case, we can't pronounce it, yes? For example, I pronounce this one. يتذكر الإنسان. Okay, so I pronounce it roll. I pronounce it ra after it lam. Roll. I didn't hear a sound or this. So I didn't pronounce. Why I didn't pronounce it here? Because it didn't come in the beginning. Then Hamzatul Wasl, it is not as this Hamza all the times we pronounce it. No. Sometimes we pronounce it, sometimes no. And we understand that if it came in the beginning, okay, we will pronounce it, but it's not in the beginning, we don't pronounce it. We, for example, here we pronounce it raw with the letter after it directly. Okay? Okay, my sweet, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I told you here we will pronounce it, but I didn't tell you how should we pronounce. In this case, we have Hamzatul Wasl after it lam, so we pronounce it as sound. We don't write it by this shape, but it gives a sound. So in this one, I will pronounce it Alhamdu, Alhamdu, a. Why I pronounced it because after it lam. Okay? Because you should know that sometimes we pronounce it with fatha, gives a sound as here, fatha. Sometimes we pronounce it with kisra. Sometimes we pronounce it with dhamma, if we pronounced it or if it was in the beginning, okay? But here we pronounced it with fatha because we have lam after it. Okay? You understand?
Yeah.
Easy?
Easy.
Okay. Easy, inshallah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see this example. You can see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Pronounce this one, please.
القارئة.
In the end, we stop here, ta. It will be. How should we stop here?
We should pronounce it with her.
Then how should I pronounce the word in case of stopping?
With سكون القارئة.
Perfect, because it is ta مربوطة, you'll pronounce how it's سكون, so it is القارعة. At first in this one, we have همزة الوصل or no?
And yeah, at the beginning.
Yes, perfect. So should I pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yes, because it came in the beginning. Okay, should I pronounce it with فتحة or كسرة or ضمة?
فتحة.
Perfect. Why with فتحة?
Because it's a lamb.
Perfect, because we have lam after it, so we will pronounce it with فتحة, and mashallah, you pronounced it well. Okay, let's see this one. We have همزة الوصل in this example.
Yeah, at the start.
Start only. Okay, we have همزة الوصل here. We don't have another one.
Yes, over here, but we won't pronounce this one
Perfect.
because it's in the middle.
Yes, great. Then we have two here. The first one in the beginning and the other one's not in the beginning. So here we will drop it. We will skip it. We shouldn't pronounce it because it's not in the beginning. So we will, how should we pronounce this one? Just this word?
إقرأ بس.
No. Yes, just this one. Okay.
This.
Me. Yes. We dropped همزة الوصل. We didn't pronounce it. Great. Okay. This one you pronounced it well because you memorized this ayah before. Not important now to know how should we pronounce it, but just we will pronounce it because it is in the beginning, but not with fatha, yes, because we don't have lam. Later we will know we will pronounce it with kasra or dhamma and why. Okay, pronounce this one.
يتذكر الإنسان.
Okay, so we have همزة الوصل in this example.
Yes, in the middle.
Yes, so it is not in the beginning, so we shouldn't pronounce it. We didn't start by it. Okay, perfect. Recite this one.
Okay. وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد. جابوا الصخر بالواد.
Perfect. Okay. So at first, let's see همزة الوصل here. Okay. Can you put a dot? Then that is همزة الوصل.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Here. Here. And we have another one. Perfect. Okay. Should we pronounce همزة الوصل in these three cases?
No.
Why?
Because it's not the start.
Yes, perfect. But what about if I just want to pronounce this word? Can I pronounce همزة الوصل in this case?
Yes.
Okay, how should I pronounce it?
You should pronounce it with ata.
Why?
Because after it's lam.
Can you pronounce this word?
الذين.
Yes, perfect. Okay, here, how should I pronounce?
We should, well, if you were to start from here, it would be Hamza to the Wasl, and
Yes.
if Hamza would pronounce it with fatha because after it is lam.
Yes, perfect. How should we, can you pronounce?
الصخرة
الصخرة.
الصخرة.
Great. Okay, this one, if without a ba, I want to pronounce it. How should?
We should pronounce it with fatha because there is lam.
Yes, pronounce it, please.
الوادي.
Okay, in the end, it will be الواد. Perfect. Then here, it is not in the beginning, so we couldn't pronounce it. But if we will pronounce the word, then I can pronounce it. Yes? And here, these three cases, I pronounced it with fatha. Why? Because we have lam. Even if it is lam shamsiya as here, or lam qamariya, or lam has shadda, or in the word Allah, for example. In this case, any lam, the important that we have lam, then I will pronounce it a sound. Yes, not important. Lam qamariya, lam shamsiya, lam has shadda, not important. The important thing I have lam, then I will pronounce it as sound. Okay? Perfect. Great, mashallah. The next.
سبيح اسم ربك الأعلى.
أعلى. Pronounce عين. أعلى.
أعلى.
Okay. Put the dots for Hamza Wasl quickly. Yes. Yes. We should pronounce these two or no?
Because it's in the middle.
Yes. If I want to pronounce this one alone, I can.
This, yes, you can. You pronounce it with fatha because after it is lam, so al-a'la.
Perfect. Here, can I pronounce it if it is alone? Or I will start by it?
Yes.
But fatha or no?
No, will you pronounce it with kasra? Or
Yes,
dhamma?
but just skip this one. We'll study it later, okay?
Okay.
Okay, it's not, we don't have lam, then no fatha, but maybe dhamma or kasra. We will study this later, but all right, as you said, it is kasra. Okay, this one.
وهو الغفور الودود.
Okay, the next.
وإذا الكواكب تسارعت.
Yes, the third, the last one.
وإذا البحار سجرت.
Perfect, my sweet. Then inshallah we'll continue the next class and we will study when should we pronounce it with kasra, when should we pronounce it with dhamma. Okay.
Okay.